Hello and welcome back to Valheim. Previous episode we started hunting deer, and the reason why we are hunting deer is because we need leather, and with that leather we can craft new armor and eventually kill the first boss. Leather armor is good enough for the first boss, and there are also different weapons you can use. So we can use the bow, we can use the axe that we have, and we can also craft ourselves a shield to help us defend against the attacks of the first boss. After we kill the first boss, we can craft a pickaxe and we can start mining. And we can mine copper, we can mine tin, and with those two items we can craft bronze, and with bronze we can craft new armor, we can craft new weapons, we can craft a new bow. So the road ahead of us is still long, and I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Before we do all of those things, we first have to kill deer. And I should stop missing. So there's a deer running. Let's see if we can get him. Yes, so the deer could have made it away, but he ran, or she, I think it was a he, because it had antlers. But he ran the wrong way, so he came back to us, and he got an arrow to the face. And while I was hunting, I also stumbled upon this abandoned building, and abandoned buildings have beehives in them sometimes. And you can destroy those beehives, those wild beehives. You can get some honey. You can also get a queen bee to craft your own beehive, where you can farm honey yourself. And honey is a really good food item. It increases your stamina pool by a lot. So definitely worth destroying those wild beehives and getting a queen bee. The bow does a lot of damage, and we will be fighting the second boss primarily with a bow. But I'm getting ahead of ourselves. We first have to kill the first boss, and after that we can worry about the second one. If you take a look in my inventory, you can see that I already have 15 leather pieces. And we need around 18 to craft the full armor set, the full leather armor set. But I already have the pants, so we only need 12. But I'm gonna explore a little bit more. We might stumble upon more deer. It's always smart to get some extra resources, because we're gonna need more leather in the future anyway. And sometimes, while you're exploring, you will stumble upon these rune stones, which have a little message on them. I don't know if they have any function, but once in a while I stumble upon one. And while exploring, I also stumbled upon the Black Forest again. So the Black Forest is the next biome that we're gonna go to. We are currently in the meadows, and that is the biome where you start in, where there are easy enemies. And in the Black Forest, there will be more difficult enemies, and there will also be more better loot in the Black Forest. So after we kill the first boss, we're gonna go exploring the Black Forest, but for now we're gonna stay in the safe meadows. And that is one of the reasons why I try to stay far away from the Black Forest. Skeletons. I don't know if I'm correct, but I think you can only find skeletons near the entrance of a dungeon. So in the Black Forest, there are dungeons that you can enter and you can get some special kind of loot from those dungeons. And skeletons guard the entrance of the dungeon. And the dungeons themselves are also filled with skeletons. I'm trying to keep this tree between us, but it still manages to hit us. So I am just running like the wind, trying to get away from that skeleton. I get a little bit distracted by Hugin, and it resulted in us getting hit. So I'm half health right now. And now even 1/3 health after that shot. So this skeleton knows what it is doing. To make matters worse, a greyling is also attacking us. Or is he? No, he is not. He is helping us. He's attacking the skeleton. The skeletons and greylings don't get along. It did take quite the beating though, and the greyling is almost dead. So I just drop some cooked deer meat for him to eat, so he can replenish his health. And I'm not gonna kill it. I'm gonna leave it be. I'm gonna run away. And maybe in the future we will encounter each other again. We will do a quick wave and then follow our own individual paths. We got distracted quite a bit and we go back to our original task, which is to murder deer by shooting them in the face. While exploring, I also stumbled upon a place where we first died. This was the place where we wanted to build our outpost. And this place is still filled with grey dwarfs who killed us the first time. So this is a grey dwarf shaman. He can heal. And I think it also poisons you if you get too close. So it has a spell that it can cast to poison you. And we also got enough leather to build a full armor set, so we can slowly make our way back home. And here we are back on our homestead. We did bring some creatures with us who we have to get rid of, but that's easily done with our bow. Just shoot them in the face a bunch of times. That always seems to work. So this is the place where we're gonna build the workshop, and I want it to be nice and flat. And once it is nice and flat, you can build buildings on it really easily. But there are some stones in that area, and we have to get rid of those stones. And the way we get rid of those stones is with a pickaxe. So we only can get rid of those stones after we kill the first boss. And after we kill the first boss, we can just start building our first cabin, our first workshop over there. And it will look nice, but this is our temporary residence, our bed where we can sleep. And it's nice and cozy, so I have nothing to complain about. And, you know, we just go to sleep. So that's it. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, also leave a comment. Comments really help with the algorithm and you would be helping me out. And subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Bye bye.